So I came out here thinking that was going to be a crappy direct. Didn't think we were going to get much out of it. Thought they were just going to do remakes and ports and all those little projects, It's the end of the Switch's lifetime. They're not going to do anything crazy. That's what I was thinking. That was one of the best ones I've ever seen. And even some of my predictions were true. I'm going to have to look back at them again, but I was like, hey, it's about time. Let's get into it. It's so cool that like 2 or 3 of the things I wanted happened. Even some things I didn't expect. It's so cool. I mean, okay, first off, they start. And I'm sitting here asking my brothers, hey, any other last minute predictions? And they just come out swinging with Mario and Luigi. And it looks so good. And it's a new game too. I thought they would just port Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, because that was the most recent one. That's what made them go bankrupt, Alpha Dream. And I guess, that's so cool. Mario and Luigi Brotherhood. I'm so excited for this. And Mario RPG fans are real happy. They're eating good. I mean, we've got, in the last 2 years, it will have been, or was it just 1 year? When did Mario RPG come out? Super Mario RPG. Release date? November of 2023. No, it will have been 1 year by the time Mario and Luigi comes out, and they will have pumped out 3 Mario RPGs in that time. They're doing all of them at once. They did Mario RPG back in November of 23, and then they did Thousand Year Door just in May, which I haven't even gotten it yet. I want it though. I'll get it for my birthday. And then freaking Mario and Luigi Brothership, in November. In 1 year, actually less than 1 year. Barely, okay fine, 1 year. They put out 3 Mario RPG games. Why did they put it all off until then? Were they just all working on them at the same time? I gotta imagine, right? They had different people working on them. It looks so beautiful too. This is the main one I'm excited about. And they opened with it. It's awesome. I'm just hoping that they keep making these, that they keep bringing back these series, they're throwing us a bone, right? I hope they're not just doing that. I hope that they're gonna keep supporting each of these series. Mario RPG probably not, but that would be cool. Mario RPG 2, that'd be cool. But what's really cool is this is a new game. I was expecting them to just keep putting out 3DS remakes and ports and stuff, and I'm very glad that they made a new Mario and Luigi game, because that is the move. That is the move. It looks so good. Oh, I can't. It's so pretty. And the style is different than the 3DS one too, which is very nice. Because the 3DS style was fine, but honestly I preferred the pixel graphics. But I guess they're just going a completely different direction with this one, which I'm okay with. It looks great. Oh, it's so cool. I've got to move on. Otherwise I'll be here all day. It looks so good though. The next thing that really stuck out to us was Nintendo Switch Sports Basketball. I always thought that they would add baseball, but I guess this makes more sense considering it's by far the most popular sport in Wii Sports Resort. So I'm glad that they put it in here. They made this whole map and it made it look like they were going to add a bunch of sports to it, but then they just added, what was it? What did they add? They added golf. That was it. They're really weird about this. It's really sporadic how they support it too. But hey, I'm glad that they're still supporting it. They didn't just throw it out there to die. I'm very happy that they added basketball. Maybe they can throw in baseball just for me. I don't know. That was another one of my predictions that didn't turn out. I was hoping for Mario Super Duper Sluggers, or I don't know, Mario Baseball. I just wanted Mario Baseball, and it didn't happen, and we didn't get Nintendo Switch Baseball either, but that's okay. We got basketball, which might be even better. Though, there was also this little game that caught my interest. It looks like a Metroidvania. I think it's called Mio? Yeah, Mio, Memories in Orbit. It looks kind of cool, actually. It reminds me of a high-tech Ori in the Blind Forest, if Ori in the Blind Forest was in a rundown factory or something. Yeah, I don't know, it just looks cool, and I I'm interested. It's going to be on my radar. I got to add it to the list of games I'm interested in that I'll probably not play because money. I complain about not having enough money, but I did just get a job. I just got a job. So that's exciting. I start next week. So maybe videos will be a little bit harder to put out, but I'm hoping I can still do one a week. You guys don't care about this. You're here for the Nintendo Direct stuff. Again, they keep showing all of like these cozy games and stuff, like I don't even know, so many, like Hello Kitty has one now, and Lord of the Rings has one, and it's like, why is everyone trying to capitalize on like the cozy little town farming sim thing? It's expected at this point because that's the Switch audience, you know. People love that stuff. They'll eat it right up. But I think it's safe to say that the market is oversaturated. Thank you, Among Us, for leaking the Direct for us. Very much appreciated. Among Us! Okay, so this one I am technically correct. They did bring Donkey Kong back. It has been a long time since there's been a new Donkey Kong game. And this one is not a new Donkey Kong game. They just decided to not do that. They decided it'd be easy to port a game that's already been ported. It was on the Wii, and then they put it on the 3DS, and now it's on the Switch. So I'm not angry. I'm not angry because it's a good game. It's a great game. My favorite Donkey Kong game. I like it more than Tropical Freeze, which people always give me weird looks about, but they just can't make a new Donkey Kong? I mean, does this qualify as the rumor for a new Donkey Kong game? I don't think so. That rumor is like years old at this point, though. 3 or 4 years old. I remember people talking about that a long time ago. But hey, look, they did change things. They added a heart. You have 3 hearts now instead of 2. So, it's different. I'm correct, though. That's 2. That's 2 things I got right. Mario and Luigi and Donkey Kong Country Returns. That's crazy. Oh yeah, they're making like this Funko game, and I knew about it. But it's really weird. It reminds me of Lego Dimensions. That's all I have to say about it. It just reminds me of Lego Dimensions. So I don't know if I'm interested in it or not. But there. Funko Fusion, coming out September. Of course, they showed some more of Luigi's Mansion 2. As expected, they're going to show some of their games off that they already announced. They did that with NES, not NES Remix. Wow, that's not what it's called. It's the Championship Ultra Deluxe thing, you know, that game. Yeah, but they've got to show off some of the games that are coming up, you know, feature them. And so they do that. That's normal. Probably not going to get this. They are doing a lot of 3DS ports. I am noticing. They are doing a lot of 3DS games on the Switch. And I do like that for the sake of video game preservation. I don't like that I don't want to buy that. I don't want to buy Luigi's Mansion 2 again. They added a bunch of stuff to NSO, including the Four Swords Adventure. Well, not Adventure, but Link to the Past 4 Swords. Which is cool. I'm glad that they added that. That makes it a lot easier to play that game now. They put Zero Mission on there, which is excellent. I love Zero Mission. Actually, probably one of my favorite Metroid games. It's just really solid. Marvel vs. Capcom. I've only ever played it in the arcade, and it's really awesome. And I wanted to play it, but the newest one doesn't really have any X-Men in it because they were like, oh, we gotta focus on the MCU people, which is fine. It's just not as fun if you can't be Wolverine and Gambit. Yeah, I'm just glad that they're releasing them in a way that I can play them, and I will definitely be picking up Marvel vs. Capcom Collection because very, very fun games that I just have no way to play. I'm very happy about that. They announced a new Mario Party, and it's got like actually a lot of courses, a lot of maps, which is nice. I think they got 7 of them, and 2 of them are classics. I think that's the way to do it. It looks like it's sort of a combination of Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars. And I know that you might be thinking, oh, what are you talking about? Those are just Mario Party games. But like, you know what I mean, right? It's got a lot of classic Mario Party elements, but it's also got a lot of those weird changes that Nintendo likes to do with Mario Party, like having a bunch of people play at once. They're weird. Mario Party is weird. Half the time they don't know what they're doing, but it looks like they've got some classic stuff in there and some of the super elements. Unfortunately, no Dry Bones. That makes me very sad. There's no Dry Bones in this. I looked everywhere, I couldn't find him. Of course you can play as Spike and Ninja. Who cares about those people though? I want Dry Bones. You can play as Boo and Shy Guy. Where's Dry Bones at? Can't believe it. Can't just axe my favorite character. I can't believe Nintendo not only announced a new Zelda game, a new 2D Zelda game, they also let you play as Zelda this time. And it looks a little weird. I'm not sure if it's gonna be gimmicky. Like, she doesn't have any traditional weapons. She's just got like this weird kind of copy ability. I think they call it Echo. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Echoes. But it's interesting, right? I'm not sure if that's going to end up being really gimmicky, because you got to like scroll through all of your Echoes and stuff, and that's going to be like the Tears of the Kingdom problem, where you got just too much stuff to sift through when you want to add it to your arrow. But other than that issue, I could see it being a pretty fun game. And it also looks like it's set in actual Hyrule, because it wouldn't make sense for this to be like Link's Awakening, because that was a dream, that was a separate island. But this is in Hyrule. I saw Hyrule Castle, obviously. There's the Gerudo. They showed the Deku Tree in there, so it's cool. It's going to be like actual Hyrule, and we get to see that in this style, and I'm really excited about that. I just hope that this Echo ability isn't super gimmicky. I hope that that's not the only tool she has. It would be nice if she could do at least something else. I guess I can't be too picky. This does look amazing, and you can also just use bad guys. You can just make them your own, so that's also objectively fun and cool. I don't know, it's just nice to see another 2D Zelda. It's been a long time since they've made one, and it's also been a long time since they've made a new one, and also finally get a chance to play as Zelda when it's not a stupid CD-ROM game. So I'm hyped about it. I think my brothers will be into it too, based on their reactions. And what's more, it's coming out this year, in September. That's before Mario and Luigi. Am I gonna have enough money to buy all these? Probably not. Oh wait, I have a job now. Yeah, start next Monday. Still gonna try to put out videos, but it'll be interesting. Just have to adjust and get used to it. Oh, this is interesting. I saw that they announced a LEGO Horizon game, and I mean, obviously it would be on PlayStation, definitely not on Xbox, because they are not buddy-buddy, Sony and Microsoft. They are not friends. But I was wondering if it would show up on Switch, and lo and behold, here it is. It's a PlayStation game on Switch, and it's interesting. I don't know. I wouldn't have chosen Horizon as a game to like really lean into the Lego aspect of it. There are Lego games all the time, right? But most of the time, it's kind of like Lego characters with Lego pieces in an environment from whatever franchise it is, right? Think Lego Star Wars, think Indiana Jones, Batman, the classics, right? But just usually it's just in that setting, it's that story, and they happen to be Lego, right? This one seems to be really leaning into like that Lego movie-ish thing, where it's a lot more stiff. The movement is so much stiffer. They have a lot more weird elements. It doesn't really stick to, from what I can tell, having never played Horizon, it doesn't really stick to whatever plot that it has. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. It just seems to be doing its own thing. But hey, if there's any Horizon game I would ever play, it's that one. I can tell you that for sure. Looks like they did some more Ace Attorney stuff. This stuff is always interesting. These games are always fascinating to me. I've never played any of them, but they look fun. They look, quirky. Got logic puzzles. And it looks like they actually put a ton of work into this too. You can switch between the old and the new art style or character models. You can look at a bunch of concept art and listen to songs and stuff, even like actual orchestra arrangements, and it just looks like a nice collection of games that were never released in America, which is really nice. That's always good. So that looks cool. Might look into it, but again, they've just been pumping out a ton of games recently. I don't know if I can keep adding stuff to a list that I'm not going to buy. Okay, so I'm sitting here, right? I'm sitting here at the end of the show, and I'm thinking to myself, what in tarnation could they possibly announce that's bigger than a new 2D Zelda, that's bigger than Mario and Luigi, right? Like, I'm sitting here not expecting much from this Direct, and they already grant me 2 very nice wishes. One that I didn't even think of, which was a new 2D Zelda. And also Mario and Luigi, they led with that. That's insane. So I'm sitting here thinking, what could they possibly end the Direct with? And for me, I just couldn't believe. I refused. I refused to believe it was possible. It didn't matter what was on the screen. It didn't matter. I thought, oh, this is just a cinematic. This is going to be like a Super Metroid remake, or they're going to port over Samus Returns. It doesn't matter that I've never seen that shit before. It doesn't matter that I've never seen any of this stuff before. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it looks like a new game, and it's shiny, and it's cool, and it's beautiful. I couldn't believe it. I refused to believe. I went through every possibility in my mind. This is a remake of Super Metroid. This is a remake of Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 3. I never played those. But certainly they didn't look like this. That's because they didn't. This is Metroid Prime 4. This is Metroid Prime 4. It's real, and it's coming out next year. They've actually been working on it. That's all it needs to be. That's one heck of a show. That's one heck of a way to end a show. Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime. And it's coming out next year, which makes me think it's got to be a launch title, right? It's going to be on the Switch too. Otherwise, wouldn't they just put it in the holiday? Or is the holiday game just Mario and Luigi? I don't know. But Metroid Prime 4. I just can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And I saw all this new stuff, and I'm sitting here going through every possibility in my mind. Certainly, they wouldn't announce Metroid Prime 4. It's impossible. But here it is. And I'm wrong. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being wrong about that. Oh. I gotta play this. I gotta play the next 2 though. I gotta play 2 and 3. Otherwise, I'm a fake fan. I already am a fake fan. It's Metroid Prime 4. That's all I have to say. I just can't believe it. My mind couldn't fathom the possibility that we live in a world where Metroid Prime 4 is real. That was a good show. Got Mario and Luigi. Donkey Kong's coming back, yeah, sort of. They announced new 2D Zelda, new Mario Party, very nice. Basketball and Nintendo Switch Sports, and Metroid Prime 4. That's crazy. I can't believe it. I'm sorry this video's basically just been me ranting, but hey, that's basically what videos are on the internet, right? Is ranting. So I'm glad that you watched this video, that you watched to this part. Thank you for watching, actually. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Very, very fun Direct. I'm just gonna be sitting here processing this for a while. Start saving up some money. Metroid Prime 4. There's no way.